Can
Now
you
I'm
come
gonna
to the
make
bar?
that into a stem now.
Okay, we're at the blacksmith.
Smith.
Huh? That's where that is. It's mine.
So you live in South Georgia or Central Georgia?
North.
North, okay.
Yeah. North of Atlanta.
Then you don't have too bad a drive, do you?
No, I'm hoping not. I don't think so.
I hear her already.
That's not Maya. So you're making a stem for it?
Yeah, I'm making a
Oh,
stem
so
right
cool.
now. You'll see it here in a second. Right, and I'm gonna put a little curl on the end of that next. So back in the fire with it. A lot of times when I'm doing jobs like this, when I learned the trade, it was strictly practical. It was repairing farm equipment, hammering out plowshares, things like that. If my grandpa saw what I was doing today, he'd say, "What foolishness." But it is what it is. You know, the times have changed. This is mostly what blacksmiths do today. It's a lot of demonstrations, show and tell. Artistry to some degree, bladesmithing. And that's what the stem looks like now. Now that I've got it made. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a little curl on that leaf, and I'm going to change the color of it. That'll be the next thing. One of the reasons I do the leaves and I do small items like this is that you do get to see something go from beginning to end in a relatively short period of time. Something like that knife that I showed you, it took me 45 minutes to an hour just getting the rough shape out of it. Not the railroad knife, but the other one.
Right, the one out of the railroad?
Yeah, the one that's made out of ball joints.
Yeah.
That takes a long time to go from the round to the square to the...
He's changing the colors. Isn't that cool? Different.
I'm going to knock a little bit of this oxide off of here, kind of polish it a bit with a standard scratch brush, and then I'm going to switch brushes as it cools down. Now as it drops down to turning almost to a black color, I know it's still at a temperature of about 1300 degrees. Now when it drops down to about 1100, I'm going to go ahead and hit this with a brass brush.
And that's what changes the
and
color?
This, yes,
Yeah, look
brass
at it.
melts at a much lower temperature. So it's still hot enough, even though it's black and doesn't look as hot as it was before, it's still hot enough to melt the brass. And this is actually a plating brush for doing this. So I'm actually plating this with a little layer of brass and a little highlight on the back here.
He makes it look so simple. I want to go home and do it myself.
It's amazing.
I think new hobby.
And there's the finished leaf.
Let me take a picture
And
of
you
it.
start with this, and we end
Yeah.
up with that. Wow, just like so.
You can show Maya we started the video.
And then what I do with these, of course, they eventually end up in the store here as a key ring.
Oh.
That's what that is.
That's pretty.
How
That's-
pretty.